in conforming or contorting or, to fit a certain mold.
They talked about me a lot. And then Monday I'm on radio and I'm doing it. Opportunity. Regardless of where you're coming from, things can change, right? And then you can get to where you probably haven't even prepared yourself to go.
So there's an unconscious bias against us as women from the beginning of time.
You would have been perhaps the best lab scientist, but because of your mindset of knowing that nurse equals woman, you immediately went to nursing, you immediately went to midwifery.
And it's the Obaasima Summit. This is the 4th year and the 3rd edition for very obvious reasons. And the obvious reason is COVID. COVID allowed us, or should I say prevented us from having 1 year of our Obaasima. But today we are here. And we are going to have it as usual. We are learning how to deal with COVID. And that's the way to go. So welcome. Welcome to this auditorium. I'm sure you guys are supposed to welcome you rather because this is your abode, but welcome to this auditorium and welcome to the Obaasima Summit 2022 Campus Tour. This is the Legon edition. We are very religious people, so it's very normal that when we gather in our numbers like this, we start with a prayer. And so I'll invite one of the women commissioners from one of the campuses who already knows herself to come onto the stage and give us a very short and inspiring opening prayer. So if you are the one coming, kindly join us.
Thank you very much. I'm Nancy Agwemenya, Women's Commissioner, Graduate Students Association, University of Ghana, Legon. We take our opening prayer. Lord and Master Jesus, thank you for this opportunity to be here. We pray, O Lord, that you shall come and be in our midst, that whatever we do today shall be a success. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen.
Thank you very much, Nancy. So that was short indeed and very inspiring, and I hope you all heard that. We are going to kick off with our program, and it's been beautiful. Everything that we do here has been supported, sponsored and partnered by very prominent people and people who believe in the Obaasima Summit. And so I'd like to mention a few of our partners, most importantly, those who have decided to partner with us in every step of the way. And our first partner, I always smile when I come to them, Guinness Ghana. Guinness Ghana has been tremendous with the Obaasima Summit. They have partnered with us from a very full heart, I must say. And it's very rare. I always say it and I cannot stop myself from saying it. And I was really hoping for a better applause whilst I was mentioning Guinness Ghana. Our main partner and sponsor. So they are not just partnering with us, they are sponsoring and they are our main sponsor. And they are also very involved with all our campus tours and our launches, in fact the entire summit. So we appreciate Guinness Ghana for being here, and they have representatives here who will talk to you today. Our second partner is All African Students Union. All African Students Union has always stood by us. They are here today. They have representatives here seated amongst you, making sure that they are very involved. After all, this is a student's affair when it comes to campuses, so you can understand the importance of All African Student Union joining us today. And our third partners, all the women commissioners of the various university campuses. This is a female affair, so imagine we come to Legon campus and we do not have any women commissioners here, I'm not sure would even be able to fill a quarter of the seats here. And the women commissioners always make sure that they advertise Obaasima Summit very well and spread the news so that people who are interested can always join in the family. So all the women commissioners, in due course, I'll mention your name singularly so that you can be acknowledged. But yes, you are our partner and we appreciate you. I'd like to go to our sponsors, to those who bring the luchi, the money, you understand. It's very important. Ladies, don't you understand? I mean, it's you guys here, we are always accused of liking money or loving money too much. Am I lying? Or you don't like money? Hey, you like money, I can see. I like money too. And for Obaasima Summit to progress or to happen at all, we would need sponsors who will invest in us, in kind or cash, but they invest anyway. And so I'll mention our main sponsor again, who happens to be Guinness Ghana once again. Guinness Ghana, you are fabulous. You know, they pour in the money a lot to make sure that you guys are seated here comfortably in a very comfortable auditorium. So we appreciate them. We have NLA Good Courses, National Lottery Authority Good Courses. As you can see from some of the backdrops, we have Rwanda Air also with us. So you should know that Obaasima is going international. We have Rwanda Air as part of our sponsors. We appreciate them so much. And we have our own local airline, Passion Air, the best airline you can think of if you are traveling within Ghana. Passion Air is a very staunch sponsor of the Obaasima Summit. We have ATL Fabrics. I can see a lot of people in African prints, and today, if you are lucky, wonders will happen here. You should just pray harder. We even have some of their representatives here who will be talking to you about how you're supposed to dress up and several other topics that we'll discuss today. ATL, welcome, and we hope to have a very interesting time with you here today. Lastly, UMB. UMB is our official banking partner. They've been with us for this year. They are promising to go through with us, and yes, we have a speaker from UMB too. She is here with us. So I have indirectly mentioned some of the speakers here, and they are quite packed. They are quite packed, so you should be getting a lot on your table today. If you are excited or you are getting into the mood, I'll entreat you to, come on and meet me up with it. But before that, we'll have some good opening remarks from the founder of Obaasima Summit. She is a cute lady who has very huge brains bigger than her body, I'm sure. And she is the one who has engineered Obaasima for 4 years now, running. It has survived the COVID. We are getting bigger every day. We get people calling in, coming to sponsor, to help out, to partner with us, because they've seen that Obaasima is now growing bigger by the day. The family is getting bigger. And this has been engineered by a cute lady who a lot of people either underestimate or underrate in lots of ways. I am excited to be her friend. I am excited to be part of the Obaasima Summit because it's something that I'll be proud of talking about every time. I'm just a moderator, but I'm so proud to be the moderator for Obaasima Summit. If you are seated here today, you should be proud of sitting here, because this is something that you are going to go by, live by, and learn a lot from. Very soon, you count yourself as part of our family, and we would love to have the biggest family possible because we have the biggest heart to accommodate everyone. It's going to be exciting today with lots of speakers going to train and teach us on how to go about our basic principles as ladies. Now, how to fight the war of life with the little things that we have as ladies. How we appear, how we talk, our confidence level. I can't wait to learn a lot myself. And so before we start the program, I would invite here Amma Pratt, the founder of Obaasima Summit, to come and give us some good opening remarks. Oh, you can do better, really, really. She likes that, so please, Make her head swell.
So.
Okay. Emma, welcome.
Thank you, Jifa.
I told them you like so much applause, so maybe they'll add one last one.
Thank you so much, Jifa. Can you hear me? Oh, hello. Good afternoon. It's great to be back here in the University of Ghana. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you? I'm not feeling it. Are you excited? Yes, that's more like it. It's great to be back here. It's great to start this year's campus tour from the University of Ghana, my school, and I was right up there in Volta Hall when I was here. It's great. Last year we started from UPSA, and in as much as I enjoyed UPSA, this year I thought to do it better from home, right? So this year we start from here. The difference with this year's edition and last year's edition is that this year we are sort of centralizing the tours. So instead of going around everywhere like we did last year, we went to UPSA, went to GIJ, we came here, all of those running around. This year we decided to sort of centralize all the campus tours. So this is the Greater Accra Regional Edition. So hopefully UPSA is here. Is UPSA here? They are not here yet. Okay, so they are on their way. Is Wisconsin here? Okay. Oh, I see you. Hey. Okay. University of Ghana, obviously. Full house. Full house. So I will leave that. To Jifa to do as all the other campuses arrive, so everybody can be acknowledged very nicely. I'm exceedingly grateful and excited that all of you took the time to be here. For me, it's the first step. So we're already making progress, right? It's the first step that we came. Jifa has done that already, but let me do it again. I like to do that because it's very important. I would like to again share the sincerest of gratitude to all of our partners and to all of our sponsors. Of course, starting with Guinness Ghana. I can't say enough. I cannot say enough what that partnership and sponsorship means. I can't. It's everything. I say this all the time. There are those who throw money at you, and then there are those who actually believe in what you do and are a part of what you do with their own vision, supporting your vision, and all of us moving in the same direction. I say this all the time. That is literally, let our powers combine. So thank you, Guinness Ghana. I'd like to say thank you to All Africa Students Union. I'd like to say thank you to all the WUCOMs, all the universities. I'd like to say thank you to ATL Fabrics, and I'm mentioning ATL Fabrics specifically because they've been with us from the beginning, from when we are an unknown, group of or bunch of adventurers, with fantastic ideas and no clear, ATL has been with us from the beginning, always giving us beautiful fabrics for all of our speakers and our mentors, and I hope that you are going to do that again this year, right? And I keep looking at this lady because, that's ATL sitting right there. Okay. I'd like to say thank you to NLA Good Courses. They came on board this year. Rand Air, obviously. Hopefully we would have some big surprises for you at the main summit. Rand Air is going to make that possible. Of course, Passion Air, because we are moving around the campuses, and Passion Air is right there with us on that journey. Tech Haven, because over the summit, over the years, Tech Haven has always been there, to provide the logistic and all of these things. I talk too much. I'll let Jifa handle all of that. So if you're a sponsor and you're here, I'm not slicing you. I'm leaving it in the capable hands of Jifa. What do I want to talk about briefly? This year, I'm not a speaker. I'm not. And it's because of a lot of reasons, but paramount is the fact that we are taking our conversation one notch higher. Last year, we're having conversations around progressive portrayal. How many of us were here last year or came for any of our events last year? Anybody here? Anybody here? Last year? Oh, just a few hands. Wow. So all of you are new to Obaasima. Clap, please. Wow. Great. Oh, okay. So all of you are new faces. I'm excited to meet you. I'm exceedingly excited to meet you. Great. So it's very important that we go back to the progressive portrayal conversation, which Sylvia will do for us very beautifully. So that was our conversation last year about why it's important for us as women to progressively portray, the importance of that. I'll leave that, so Sylvia should do that. But this year, the plan is to elevate the conversation and actually take it into skills training and capacity building. We talk all the time. We come around and we have these conversations, but then you would leave University of Ghana with amazing grades, right? And you will get into the real life. What do you need? What skills do you need for that growth, for that elevation? That's what this conversation today is going to be focused on. So all of the speakers that we have lined up, and I promise you, a lot went into selecting the speakers that we eventually settled on for today's event. Because these people have to be people who have themselves walked the talk, know what they are saying, experts in their own field, and therefore can impact us meaningfully. And on a certain level, today, I'm going to be enjoying just like all of you, because all of the skills that they are going to be speaking about are skills that we need. It's not just for students or people who are leaving university. It's for all of us. These are life skills that we need even as we move along. So public speaking is what I'm doing right now. So whatever it is that is going to be spoken about here is a skill that I would need even as I progress in life, right? Networking. And every time we hear that we do it wrong, that all of us are today, hopefully, we are going on the better way, if not the best way, to network. Leadership. What does it mean? What does it mean? What do you need to know? How? It's always about the how, isn't it? Right? So all of these skills. Preparing for an interview. Acing your interview. So these are conversations that are very important for us as young ladies who are hoping to own the world, own our spaces, own the world, capture the world, and rule it. And hopefully, in fact, more than hopefully, I am 100% sure that today, all of us, including myself, are going to live here better equipped to face our world. So thank you for being here. Please, I hope you came with your notebooks and your pens, right? Jot down your questions. Our speakers are amazing human beings. They are not just women achievers. In their personal lives, they are amazing human beings. So they are very willing to answer all the questions that you have. Let's have a great time, ladies, right? I always end most of the things that I write with, let's continue holding up the sky. I love it. So can we all say it together? So, hey, ladies, let's continue holding up the sky. I didn't feel that. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. This time with more vim. Hey, ladies. There we go. Thank you.
Nobody is going away with that there's something wrong with beauty. There's nothing wrong with beauty all. Like I'm saying, be beautiful, but be beautiful your way, not in conforming or contorting or, to fit a certain mold.
They talked about me a lot. And then Monday I'm on radio and I'm doing it. Opportunity. Regardless of where you're coming from, things can change, right? And then you can get to where you probably haven't even prepared yourself to go.
So there's an unconscious bias against us as women from the beginning of time.
You would have been perhaps the best lab scientist, but because of your mindset of knowing that nurse equals woman, you immediately went to nursing, you immediately went to midwifery.
We're about to start the program proper. And before we do that, I have to alert all of you that if you have any valuables, your phone, laptops, and anything you think is valuable, make sure you haven't left it in the car unattended to, or do not leave it in this auditorium unattended to. If it goes missing, you will be able to hold no one responsible. So kindly make sure that every valuable you have is kept properly or attended to by you or a trusted friend. We have our theme. We launched the theme for this year's summit a few weeks ago, and I think Amma mentioned it again, but it's only proper that I mention it once more. And the theme for 2022 summit is progressive portrayal, building capacity for elevation. Whenever I don't understand something or a very long phrase, I just take out the relevant words. Progressive, capacity, elevation is telling us that we need to build something for ourselves. We need to make ourselves better. And that is how we can address issues better, or we can be better persons. So progressive portrayal, building capacity for elevation. I am just a moderator, and so I am not going to go deep into this because we have very capable and endowed guests or speakers who are going to make sure that you get the best out of this theme that has been specially chosen for this year. I'll continue, and you have to forgive me, but if you are wondering what my surname after Jifa is, I am Jifa Tega, and obviously I'm your moderator for today. We'll start with our first speaker because we are running behind time and we don't want to keep you waiting. And of course, it was a deliberate selection from our number one partner and our number one sponsor to come and speak to us. She is a very beautiful lady. I like the way she always keeps her hair. I wish I had that much, to be able to handle it, but she doesn't even know that I admire that about her a lot. And the fact that her company is so supportive of women is very admirable. You have companies these days and you realize that they want to give women a chance. I can give you a typical TV station that does that. GH1, they give women a chance. And you realize that it's being run well. That old perception about women not being able to take charge is gone. We have very prominent companies who are doing that these days, and we are proud of them. We here at Obaasima Summit will make sure we mention them when we see it, because it is supposed to be so. We are supposed to support each other. So she will be our first speaker. And not to keep you in suspense, because we have almost all our speakers here today, so I want to mention each and every one that we have so that you know who to expect and what they are going to talk about. So our first speaker that I'll take up is Madam Sylvia Owusu-Ankoma, who is the Corporate Relations Director for Guinness Ghana. Madam, if you are here, just wave them. Did you see her? You didn't see her. Do you want to see her? So Madam Sylvia is one of our speakers, and she'll kindly join us here on stage whilst we mention the others. Our next speaker is a lovely lady. You see the way I'm grinning? She's a politician and a lawyer as well. She's my big sister, and I admire her so well. I know for a fact, she doesn't know because, because of modesty, she doesn't know that a lot of people look up to her. But I'm glad that she's here today because I know what you guys will leave here with if she's in our midst. Please help me with a very big round of applause. Welcome, Joyce Bawa Mokhtari. She'll join us here. Oh, that's beautiful. If you are capable of doing more, please do it. We have a very staunch politician again, who is a powerful figure for the many things she has done. I remember Amma mentioning that these people were carefully selected, and trust me, you may underrate the whole thing today, right now, I mean, but when they start speaking, you realize that we are supposed to have probably charged you 1,000 cedis each for sitting here and absorbing all they are coming to give you. But you see, Amma loves you all, doesn't she? So she would make sure that she's not going to take anything from you at all. And so allow me to welcome the former ambassador for Italy and the former Upper East regional minister and a gender advocate, Tangoba Abayaje. You can do more, seriously. If you know what they are worth, you would clap. Also, we're able to get UNESCO on our side. I told you we are going global. UNESCO also decided to come to us, partner with us, and help us in a few things that we need. And so they have a very, very, very capable representative here who is one of our speakers, and she's the Secretary General for Ghana Commission UNESCO, goes by the name Amasewa Nekwe Tete. Amasewa, welcome. Very gorgeous ladies. We don't want to bring you boring people who are not gorgeous, because we want to do something like, leadership by example, so that if you see people who are supposed to be on your mother's age, well-dressed, grinning, polished up, you know that we know our game right. So Amasewa is also here with us. And I have one other posh woman by all standards. And she, obviously, where she works will tell you, how she's got her game on. She is the head of sales and marketing for ATL. So you can imagine, Akosebo Textiles Limited. And she is by name Petra Obaasima. Madam Petra, beautifully enclosed in ATL fabric. You should be excited because some of you may go away with some fabric. Imagining my days in school, I'm very sure that when I hear ATL, a representative from ATL Fabric coming, I'm going to clap so loud that she spots me and gives me a cloth so that I take home. But unfortunately, I'm no more a student. I also have here a managing partner of Mahogany Consult and an author as well, very learned. To be able to write your own book is no joke, trust me. Very learned, and she's going to be a speaker today and impart a lot on you. So help me introduce and invite on the stage Baba Kofi. Whenever I moderate a program, I look at the theme of the program I'm moderating and make sure that I give a quote to address the audience that I have, because I cannot just give out any quotes. And I have my name here. the HR director of Guinness Ghana Company. Guinness Ghana is wonderful. They decided to bring two powerful people to us today. And so apart from Sylvia, we have with us Audrey Achao. Audrey. Madam Audrey is the last person, so she deserves a lot more, please. Thank you, ladies and a few gentlemen. We have our speakers here, and the game is about to begin. But as I said, I'll start by giving you just one quote for the beginning. I realize that many a times in life, we are scared to take risks, and we just wonder or start to think about what will happen when we do this, even when we haven't started doing it yet. But you meet businessmen, accomplished people, and they'll tell you it is always worth it if you try first. Try it. It is better trying it than not to try at all. And so this is a simple one that I don't even know who made that quote, but usually the most powerful quotes, we never even know the authors because they are hundreds of years old. And so this says that better an oops than a what if. And everyone knows what an oops is, right? Ladies, you know what an oops is? It's like you're not sure. You know when you stumble and oops, that's what I mean by oops. Like, a little regret or a mistake, should I say. Better an oops than a what if. So do not think, what if I fail? What will happen if it doesn't succeed? What will happen if I'm not able to complete? Go into it and decide to stumble or make a mistake. Experience something for yourself, learn something for yourself, and you'll be sure to be better the next time or eventually succeed anyway, even with one try. So please, today, upon all the discussions that will go on here, remember that whenever you think of accomplishing something or starting a journey, make sure that you think of getting ready for whatever mistake or lessons you learn than imagining what may go wrong. And so it is better an oops than a what if. So now that I'm done introducing my wonderful speakers, I would like to not delay your time any longer, and I'll just introduce my first speaker for today. And she was the first person I invited on this stage, Madam Sylvia Nkuma, Corporate Relations Director, Guinness Ghana.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'll start from where our host started from. There's a lot of nostalgia, right? Because I'm also an alumni of Legon Hall. So just looking back, I think almost close to 2 decades now, and having to come back here, it's really refreshing. So the excitement is not just for you, Abba. The excitement is real, and I think for most of us ladies who will be sharing experiences today, the assurance that you have a platform to learn from before you even go out there into the thick of the world, I think it's a gift you shouldn't take for granted. So thank you once again for inviting us to join this program. My job is simple. We have time well spent already. But I just want to emphasize the reason why a company like Guinness Ghana will take on Obaasima as a partnership. It's exciting to see something we birthed just last year in the thick of COVID evolve into a very strong platform. And someone will ask, what has a total beverage company, what business do we have with encouraging conversations such as positive portrayal of women? So just to give you a background on that, our parent company, which is Diageo, has set global ambition of, between now and the year 2030, we call them the spirit of progress. Now, the spirit of progress has called out key pillars for us to achieve as part of our sustainability as a business. This means that whatever it means for us to thrive as a business and to be the right corporate citizen, we need to ensure that we are achieving these milestones. And one of those pillars is inclusion and diversity. Now, inclusion and diversity, because we believe that our products serve a very inclusive and a very diverse consumer base. So why not replicate that from where we source our grains to where we sell? So the entire journey where we buy our local raw materials to the production to the final end user, we want to ensure that there's inclusiveness and there's diversity within that group. So I'm not going to bore you too much into details because I have my colleague Audrey here who would deep dive into one of the things we want to achieve with this year's platform. The theme, as Jifa rightly said, is positive portrayal for elevation, right? Capacity building for elevation. Now, this platform is going to ensure that we have women and men alike, because I'm also excited to see it's not just women we have in this room, even though it says Obaasima, because the conversation needs to really go beyond, it has to transcend beyond women talking about our pains, our challenges, but also being able to bring our men on board to understand and to be able to know that we need each other to succeed in the corporate world, in the world of politics, in our academics, etc. So it's going to be an exciting time. I'm hoping that you will all tune in and enjoy the speakers. Like I said, I'm going to spare my long speech this afternoon and really leave it to our qualified speakers on the platform today to share learnings and things that would equip each and every one of you here, both men and women, to achieve yourselves, to achieve the full potential that you have. So once again, we're proud to be part of this journey with Obaasima. As the tour goes on, we would like to see the relevant conversations teased out. We want to see barriers being broken, conversations that are taboo being addressed. You know, let's be open-minded, let's embrace the changes, the conversations that would help us all grow as individuals, whether men or women. So thank you once again for bringing us this platform, and we're also proud to be associated with the program. Thank you.
Such a beautiful lady. She was the one I was talking about when I mentioned the hair. You see how she keeps her hair? I wish I had that length. I wouldn't be wearing all these wigs, you know. So probably I'll have to see her in chambers. And I always encourage socialization and building your contacts. So please feel free. I'm saying it on their behalf, but when we are done and you are moved by anyone, because these are mentors and we are potential mentees. Don't you agree with me? So please make good use of their presence today. That is all I'll tell you. I don't want to push too far. So thank you, Madam Sylvia, for showing so much leadership by also extending your part of this conversation to your colleague who will do a wonderful job, I'm sure. So we'll just run to our second speaker. But before we do that, I have to mention a few of our media partners who are here today. Obaasima Summit will not go forward without a particular TV station, and that is Pan-African TV. A TV station that is coming and catching so much attention like wildfire. Pan-African TV has been with Obaasima Summit from the beginning and still with us, and they have been taking superb coverage of everything that we do and all our tours. So Pan-African TV, thank you very much for being here with us today. We also have EIB Network, the Star FMs and the GH1s I mentioned earlier. They are here with us. They were with us at the launch too, so we are really, really appreciative of their efforts. And we have Class Media Group. Class Media Group is also here with us. And for my speaker here, you can see TV3 is representing live and colored. TV3, thank you very much for being here.
Nobody is going away with that there's something wrong with beauty. There's nothing wrong with beauty at all. Like I'm saying, be beautiful, but be beautiful your way, not in conforming or contorting or, to fit a certain mold.
They talked about me a lot. And then Monday I'm on radio and I'm doing it. Opportunity. Regardless of where you're coming from, things can change, right? And then you can get to where you probably haven't even prepared yourself to go.
So there's an unconscious bias against us as women from the beginning of time.
You would have been perhaps the best lab scientist, but because of your mindset of knowing that nurse equals woman, you immediately went to nursing, you immediately went to midwifery.
So our second speaker, quickly. We have Joy News or Joy Business. And so our media partners are adding up, and I'm sure a few will join later. Let me quickly go to our second speaker. I've mentioned all the speakers, so you have heard the name before. Former ambassador to Italy, former Upper East Regional Minister, and a gender advocate. Perfect person for this occasion, Tangoba Abayaji. Madam Tangoba. She's come to speak. You should motivate her,
Thank you very much. My name is Tangoba Abayage. It's so generic, it's difficult for people to pronounce. So what I do is always try to correct it, because I love my name to be pronounced rightly. How are you all? Fine. Tired? You want to get up and stand a bit? No, sit. We'll finish very soon. Anyway, my work here is simple. They gave me 15 minutes. I'm hoping I'll be able to use 15 minutes. Teachers like talking a lot, you know that. And I'm to talk to you about working together. We are born as individuals. But the worst thing we can do as individuals is to live as individuals. You can never progress if you don't join hands, mind, soul with somebody. So today, I'm going to briefly talk to you about how we can work together. Let me start my topic with this statement that was made by Michael Jordan. Now, Michael Jordan is, I think, the world's finest basketball player, maybe by my standard. He says this: talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. You got that? You may have all the talent, but without teamwork, you can never win a championship. Even he, as an individual, he had to work with a team. Although he had brilliant skills, he still needed a team to win. Even individual sportsmen like Usain Bolt, he ran as an individual. But trust me, behind his running around and winning all the championship is the team that he worked with. So teamwork, or working together, is very crucial in every space of life. Every space of life, teamwork is very important. Why is it important? Teamwork is important because you get to exchange ideas. It builds synergies. You have your energy, I have mine, she has hers, we come together, we bring it together, and then we synergize, and we're able to do wonderful things. Teamwork creates projects. They could be big, they could be medium, they could be high, they could be super. But without teamwork, it's difficult to create projects. Eventually, teamwork achieves set goals. Whether you are as a private person, as a public figure, as a politician, when you set your goals, you will need people, like-minded people, to join you, and then you are able to achieve the set goals. How do we work together? How do we achieve setting up successful teams for working together? One, once you decide to come together as a team, you've got to know each other. And when I say you've got to know each other, not just by names, you've got to know yourselves by your values, your personal goals, your strengths and your weaknesses, and the work ethics, the work culture. Once you get to know each other, you know your shortcomings, you know your values, you know your work culture, it is easy for you to define how to work together. Because one critical point of teamwork is that you must hold hands and work together. Without knowing each other, it will be difficult for you to work together. Now, Nokia. I don't know if you have Nokia phones now. One principle Nokia put in place was what they called the gift of time. What they did was, when they employed you, they'll give you about a week, although they'll pay you your salary, they'll give you about a week to study all, and they'll give you notes about the people you are going to be working around with, to study all of them, including their phone numbers. Call them, get to know them, maybe go to their places, get to know the people that you are going to work with. Because they know it is very critical for you to know each other in order to be able to work as a good team. So know yourselves as a team. It's very important. That's the first critical point. The second one, work out clear goals and clear visions. The question you must ask is, are we sure everyone in the team sees the goal the same way? This afternoon, I was going to wear my t-shirt. Sylvia was to help me. Now, Sylvia was concerned about my makeup, but I was concerned about my hair. We were going to do the same thing, but her vision for that thing was completely different from mine. You understand what I mean? When you form a team, we all come from different backgrounds with different ideologies. I'm a politician. She's a corporate person. She's a corporate person. We have students here. Then we form a team. Maybe there's a doctor. There is an engineer. Our vision of that goal that you have put will definitely be different, depending on where we are coming from. So, we've set the goal. The question you must ask is everybody seeing the goal the way we are supposed to see it? So you sit around the table, put the goal there, let everybody bring his or her vision about that goal, and then synchronize it, and then arrive at the real goal that is acceptable by everybody. Once we all accept that this is how the goal is and this is how we are going to achieve it, it makes it easier for us to move towards that. You understand what I mean? If you are coming to Accra, you can decide to come through Upper West. One will decide to go through Eastern Corridor. One will decide to go by Atonchini, if we don't know Atonchini nowadays. In our time, we had what we call Atonchini. Somebody will go by Passion Air. The most important thing is that we are supposed to arrive at Accra. How we arrive, we now sit at the table. If somebody says we should go through Kumasi, say, but it's that far. Or let's go by road. So why don't we use the plane? We all accept, and then we move towards that goal. That's the second point. Third point, it's always important, if the project is a big one, form smaller teams. If the project is a big one, form smaller teams and give them their defined roles. Don't just form the teams and leave them hanging. If you form the team, and I know we do that a lot, especially when we are doing national activities. You know, you have the national committee, then you have the subcommittees, you have food committee, you have transport committee. That's it. So once you set up the bigger team, form the smaller team, and then give them their prescribed roles. They must know the specific. They must invest significant time and effort into building trusting relationships. If you don't trust yourselves in any team, the team is bound to collapse. So you must invest in building trusting relationships. The individuals must be given their roles clearly, but they must also be allowed to depend on each other. Note, individual work is as important as teamwork. It's very important. So we individuals do our work depending on the role that we've been given, but then eventually to be like the little drop everywhere, and then we form the mighty ocean. You must learn to improve the skills of your team members. And I mean, let us invest in collaborative culture. We must invest in that. How to cooperate with each other. As I said, we come from different backgrounds. Some people are temperamental. Some are very cool. Some may not even talk, but they deliver. Some are like me. We talk plenty. We may not be able to deliver, but we are all part of the team. We've got to collaborate with each other. We've got to appreciate each other in the team. We have to engage, and now this one is to us, especially we women. We must engage. When you want your team to thrive, the teamwork to be purposeful, you must engage in purposeful conversations. You must engage in purposeful conversations. And if you want to have personal conversation, you might identify somebody you trust a lot in the team and then discuss that later. But when we have a job on the table, don't bring the home matters. When we finish, we can discuss the home matters. You've got to be creative and productive. We've got to invest in conflict resolution and program management. Then you must have the right team leaders. Trust me, it's not everybody who can be a leader. No. So you must invest in the right leaders for the team. Even you, the one who founded the team, might not be a good leader. So you must allow somebody that is identified in the team who can lead. Because a leader does not need just the technical skill. The leader needs human skill. A leader must be task and relationship oriented. I know a lot of leaders, trust me, when they enter into your team, they destroy everything. They're like fowls. When you put the food down, by the time the person is leaving the room, the team is gone. You know we have people like that. They just can't lead. They might have the technical know-how, but they don't have the human know-how. They don't have the relationship know-how. No team leader can succeed if you don't know how to handle the people under you. You've got to have that skill of building relationships, because you are going to lead people with different temperaments. If you're a leader who likes listening to gossip, especially Ghana, you know, I was in Italy. I mean, principled. Everything works with the system. So it's difficult for somebody to just knock on your door to come and do some small concern. She knows her role. He knows his role. When I wake up by 7 o'clock, my driver is there. He won't talk. He'll just come. He'll clean the car. He's ready. When I sit in the car, he knows that if we are going to this place, we will need 30 minutes to get there. And as an ambassador, you're supposed to get there every time, 5 minutes before the time. He will come and he ensures that the 35 minutes that we need, I'm already in the car. And we'll get the ride on time. I come back to Ghana. People have their roles, so they have their roles, all right. But then they'll come and knock. Honorable, I have a conversation with you. Yes, can we have a conversation? Hey, you see, when you weren't there, they set this group there, they did that, and this one is not working. They've taken this person's job and give it to you, the leader, must decipher between what is right and what is wrong. What is true and what is not true. What is relevant and what is not relevant. But the most important thing is that at the end of the day, you should be the judge based on what you have seen and experienced, rather than being the judge based on what you heard. Okay? So the teams need good leaders. Very, very important. Then most important is working together. As I indicated earlier, most of the times people join groups with different reasons. It is important to create a smooth flow between these people, all whatever reasons they had to come and join the team. You've got to find a way of creating a smooth flow between them so that there isn't friction. At the end of the day, when they get to know the goals and the vision of the team, they will all find a way of falling in. If you, the leader, you're a good leader. Henry Ford said this: coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a process. Working together is success. So first of all, you come together, you keep together, but then you work together. When you work together, then you would have achieved why you formed the group. Keep a clear, unambiguous communication. Your communication must be unambiguous. Already, the communication channel is said that when you start from A, by the time it reaches the end point, it has turned to Z already. So if you should start from the A on a default, on a faulty beginning, you can imagine the end results. It's going to be terrible. So your communication must be clear. It must be unambiguous. They must understand you without any ambiguity. Very, very important. Motivate each other. First of all, you as a person must learn to self-motivate. Wherever you find yourself, maybe I should add this one. It's not part of this, but learn to self-motivate. Don't wait for circumstances for you to be happy. Wherever you find yourself, I know that once in a while we'll sleep, we feel a bit distressed and all that, but wherever you find yourself, learn to motivate. Once you are a motivated person, it is easy for you to motivate others. But the group must be motivated. The individuals must self-motivate. They must learn to motivate each other. The onus lies on the leader of the group to ensure that everybody is motivated to do the right thing. Another quotation. Andrew Carnegie. He says, teamwork is the fuel that allows common people to do uncommon things. So we come into the group as common people. But once we motivate ourselves and we come and understand the essence of the teamwork, then we will be able to do uncommon things. I'll be finishing very soon. Definitely, teamwork will have challenges. Even Siamese twins. Some years back, there were some Siamese twins. I think they lived up to 57 or 60 something. Siamese twins joined together. One was what did they call it? Drunk. I want something to add to an adjective. Can you imagine Siamese twins? One was a teetotaler. He doesn't drink. The other one drinks, he goes to disco, he does everything. So the one who doesn't like that is forced to be dragged along by the one who drinks. Two people join together, different behavior. Eventually, they shed one liver. Eventually, the drunkenness of the one who drinks caused the liver to spoil, and that's what killed them. So if even Siamese twins have different behavior, you can imagine somebody from me like this, from Navrongo, no, and then you are from Inside, and then another one is from this woman. She's a Sisalo woman. She's a Gonja woman. She's from the Gonja land. And then all of us come together under one roof. You think we can easily agree on everything? No. That's one of the biggest challenges, that we have individual differences and they come into play. It's a big challenge for group work. Lack of clarity is one challenge. When the people don't know, they can't see clearly where the team is going, it becomes a challenge for the teamwork. That's why as a leader, you must ensure that there is clarity. People understand, they know, and they are with you in the course of that. Personality conflict. Personality conflict is one of the biggest challenges. Already, on one case, no diaba. Obi oha hantai, no diaba. There's one who won't talk, no diaba. Obi hey, no diaba. We all come in. Then our personality traits begin to conflict. It's another challenge that any group will have. So again, once you know that these are challenges, we find a way of addressing them. Withholding information. Lack of communication. No team will survive. No team. No team can survive without effective communication. In teamwork, silence is never golden. It is deadly. So silence in teamwork will kill the team. Excessive numbers. If you have excessive numbers in a team, you have what we call free riders. Okay? The free riders, because they know the group is big, they will be enjoying all the benefits but will do nothing to help the group. So we've got to also learn how to make the numbers manageable so that we don't have conflict. Philosophical and technological differences always will cause that. Sometimes religious differences will cause challenges. And a habitual crisis. When you have one crisis today, you don't solve it. Tomorrow another one comes, you don't solve it. Maybe because you are not a good leader. Once you keep having a lot of crises, the team is definitely bound to collapse. Opposing goals. If you don't have the same goal in the team is likely to collapse. Lack of self-awareness. And then skills overlap. When I started, I said maybe you have a doctor, you have a a lawyer, you have a chemist. Sometimes in the group, especially when they are highly placed and they are technical people, their skills can easily overlap. And when the skills overlap, it can easily cause problems for the group. Unfortunately, it's 50 minutes. I'm sure I've gone even way past 50 minutes. So I had to rush over this. Every good team requires commitment. I'm concluding. Every good team requires commitment. Commitment from leader, commitment from members, commitment from friends. Once you build it and you make it beautiful, the world outside will get committed to it, and they'll help you to succeed. Thank you very much.
Nobody is going away with that there's something wrong with beauty. There's nothing wrong with beauty at all. Like I'm saying, be beautiful, but be beautiful your way, not in conforming or contorting or, to fit a certain mold.
They talked about me a lot. And then Monday I'm on radio and I'm doing it. Opportunity. Regardless of where you're coming from, things can change, right? And then you can get to where you probably haven't even prepared yourself to go.
So there's an unconscious bias against us as women from the beginning of time.
You would have been perhaps the best lab scientist, but because of your mindset of knowing that nurse equals woman, you immediately went to nursing, you immediately went to midwifery.
That was a beautiful one by Tangoba. Right. I got the name right. Tangoba Abayaje. That is our honorable former minister. And she just gave us what we are supposed to know about working together, teamwork. And I think it was very inspiring. How many people brought notepads here? Can I see by hand? And you're writing, I can see. Tijani, I'm not sure you brought a notepad. That's beautiful to see that you were not pre-informed, but you all came here prepared. It shows that you guys are going to take a lot home. I would go to the next speaker, but before that, I have to mention that there is a very popular blogger by name 1957 News. And so he is one of our media partners, and nowadays you know how important blogging is in news. So please, everything we are doing here is going straight to the blogging world. And 1957 is here with us, and we appreciate him for being here. Daily Graphic, the nation's newspaper, is also here with us. The nation's newspaper is also here with us. So Daily Graphic, thank you. 1957 News, thank you for being here with us. And from what our honorable said, which type of team player are you anyway? Are you the talk plenty, no action, or more action, small talk? Ask yourself that, but I'm sure the talk plenty people are a lot here. And so if you are leaving here today, you should have a change of mind and start with more talk. Tech Haven has also honored us with their technological way of handling things. Everything tech here, they have taken care of it. They are always with us, and we are very grateful for them being here. And Boss Baker, if you people know Boss Cake, one of the very innovative cakes made in Ghana, they are here. I'm telling you, Obaasima, we're on a different level. Oh. The kind of people who are trying to partner with us alone is no joke.
Nobody is going away with it.
Truly African.